Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know how we do at this point, so let's just get into it. Today, I'm going to talk about something that's really not on the news, right? Which should be, which are that Hyundai factory, I believe down in Georgia. And I just want to talk about it because I don't think many people are really seeing the true implications of it. So let's just get into it. I know there's so many other things going on in the media right now that this is probably not one on the top list, but I think this is really indicative in showing like how racism, pure flat out racism cost. Right? It is a negative cost for your racism. So just to round the story up, basically what happened is like Hyundai built like a $10 billion facility down in Georgia, and essentially like they were setting it up, right? So and they had and this was all legal, all wanted, years of partnerships, all these things going on. And so they sent their workers over to help set up and train, American workers to set up for these high skilled jobs that they claim that they want, right? And that this is like literally a poster child for like what Trump alleges that he wants. He wants to have foreign companies come and build here and have jobs here, all the wonderful things, right? Great. So you would think that this is something that they'd be like promoting and advocating for and celebrating and defending and everything. But what happened was some Republican potential candidate literally found out that these workers were here and didn't give a fuck about anything else but the fact that they were from South Korea and fucking called ICE on them. Did no due diligence, didn't say like, hey, are these workers here legally? What's going on? All she heard was like, hey, there are 300 Koreans here and I'm calling ICE on them. Right? So that's the first fuck up right now. You have a racist woman who literally just did it just because she thought something was up. Right? And on top of that, now here's the real foul up. ICE got it and just acted on what she said. They didn't contact Hyundai. They didn't contact any of the government officials. They didn't do anything to coordinate to see like, hey, what's going on here? Are these people actually undocumented? Are these people actually illegal? And so I want to pause right here because that is the exact reason why we need due process. I know it's just like, what is due process? But due process is basically saying they just can't disappear you. That like just off of someone's blind accusation, they just can't go and penalize you. That you actually have to have your day in court. That you actually to have evidence for why people are picking you up and arresting you. Like that's pretty basic, right? But what we're realizing in this nation is that many MAGA don't think that everyone deserves that right. Most MAGA don't even know that it's in the Constitution that everybody, even if they're not a citizen, gets due process. And why? To avoid shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly why due process is necessary. So, long story short, they didn't have due process and they literally arrested all those motherfuckers. They arrested all these people that were here legally doing work to help America. And not only did they arrest them, but of course, they put them in chains, they embarrassed them, made them drink water off the floor, detained them for 5 days, made them sleep on moldy mats on the floor, just treated them terribly, right? Almost inhumanely. And like, even if these people were undocumented immigrants, that's still not the way you should treat them, right? Like it's this thing that like, okay, certain people deserve rights and basic human decency and certain people just don't, right? I mean, I think that's like what we're saying here. And that's what this country is showing, that like on its face, just purely based on how you look, certain people deserve certain inalienable rights and other people don't at all. And so what happened is that now Korea rightfully is pissed off, as they should be. Like, how could this happen? How could something so grossly negligent happen? And so now these people are refusing to come back to the United States. And guess what? They're justified. And so that investment, $10 billion investment, is now scrapped. They would have thousands of jobs that would have been created, high-paying jobs scrapped. In the name of what? In the name of racism. In the name of racial profiling. Is it worth it to you? Is it worth it to you, MAGA? This is the jobs that you wanted and created, but your own racism got in the way of it. And this is what happens to you. Like this is literally a case study in how they fuck you over and how your own hatred creates itself. now they're others, you know what I'm saying? Like, so others, you're just going to otherize them no matter what, no matter the legal process of them being here. And I just want us to take this to a larger scale about how racism, as practiced mostly by poor working class white people, actually ends up hurting you. Because think about it, like, your tourism industry, are people going to come if they think they're just going to be disappeared just based on the way they look? Are people going to be opening businesses and making investments in your community if they think that the next person's just going to profile them even if they're here legally? Like, think of all the things that will happen. And sadly, I think a lot of MAGA will find something else to blame. Like, I bet you there's some MAGA right now trying to find a reason to blame the South Koreans for this. Or they want to blame businesses that don't want to have their business foundation and make the risk of investing in areas where this shit happens. You know? And you blame yourself. It's like, previously, like when they didn't want to hold the Republican National Convention or the Democratic Convention in places that discriminated against trans people, places that discriminated against gay people, like, that shit has a cost. Like, people have the right to not want to be discriminated against, right? People have the right to not want to make an investment in places in which people that they serve and or care about are discriminated against. But somehow they will find themselves to be a victim of that too, right? But I don't want to digress too far. This shit is crazy. Like, the fact that the racism is being allowed and unchecked. Like, so we right now know that ICE really has no coordination with anything else. If they had even one person asking a right question, any coordination with the local government office or Hyundai, this wouldn't have happened. So think about what they're doing to everybody else. Do you really want to be a part of that? Is that what you voted for? And it's actually ending up in a reduction of jobs, a reduction of investment, a reduction in revenue, a reduction in anything that we would actually want. And it's like, what is the cost? Until next time.